Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video, I'll show you guys some building tips of how to make your Bloxburg houses and builds look better. So, before I do start, I want to say we're so close to 2,100 subscribers. So if you could hit that like button and subscribe, that'd be awesome, guys. Anyway, the first thing I want to show you guys here today is painting. So, I see a lot of houses that let's say they look like this. This looks like a McDonald's, and even McDonald's aren't this bright. You do not want to make your walls oversaturated. This is like an outside edition, but I see this inside as well, and I used to do this, and when I stopped doing it, my builds looked a lot better. So don't do this. I'll show you guys a really cool group of colors. Never use these like little groups here. I mean, sometimes you can, but what you're looking for is around here and right down here. So let's say I'm doing an outside. I'm just going to select flint, and I'm going to pick a nice simplistic pattern, like something like that. That looks really good for the outside, and yeah, that looks really good. For the inside, I'm going to use like pine cone maybe, and add maybe that cool stripes like that. And even that is a bit much, so I might even just go ahead and choose something else. Like, yeah, so you never really use this or anything like that. I wouldn't really use that if I were you. It just doesn't seem like a good idea. I'd recommend using something like this, or even that's a bit bright, so you could do something like that if you're doing like a cabin theme. Although this is a good floor if you want to do that as a floor. But yeah, just don't oversaturate your walls, and your build should look a lot better. Another painting tip is to colorize your doors and make them look good, or anything in that matter. So here's a door that's super bright red and stuff. And we can make this look a lot better and good for our, our surroundings if we just tweak it just a little bit. So just adding like some gray there, and look at that. That looks a lot better. And basically, again, with the oversaturating, don't do that. But yeah, this applies for anything. You have a bed here, and it doesn't really fit the door. So let's say we want to change that. Obviously, beds are an exception to the rules sometimes. Just don't put it too saturated again. But you can go a bit brighter with that because it is a bed. And boom, just with some tweaking, we made the bed look a lot better, and it fits the room a lot better. Another tip is moving. Obviously, you can't really move it as much as I am without advanced placement, but let me just I think you can do one here to just fit it where you want to be. Instead of just going to the 4, like this is the default, I think even without the Game Pass, you can click it once, and to place everything a bit better, and arrange everything the way you want it, and it starts to look really good here. The next tip is lighting. Be even with your lighting. Do not make uneven builds with your lights. So let's say I have these lights. I don't want to do that, Like, I don't think I've seen anyone do it that bad, but you know what I mean. Don't just put a bunch of ceiling lights everywhere, and you should be fine. What I like to do, and I've seen other people do, is kind of blend their lights in with the build. So instead of just putting lights like on the walls and stuff, what they'll do is they put like one light, but they'll put lamps and maybe lamps, and you can use fans and stuff. And these are really good ways to light your builds without being, without having to worry about it being uneven and all that stuff. And it actually, like, the lighting comes naturally with the build instead of just having like a light source, So this is an awesome way to spread out your lighting and make it look good. And also another tip here is to go ahead and color your lighting. Obviously, don't make it oversaturated, but you can make this stuff whatever color you want. So I take that to advantage to make it a bit more like dimmer, or what color or what mood you want. You can easily change the light color just by painting. Another tip I'll give is when you're building your houses, don't make them big chunks like this. Don't make them one giant square. I see this a lot, and it's really disgusting. It's just someone puts a giant square, and then they'll separate it off with a bunch of rooms. Don't do this. Don't do this at all. You don't want to do that, like, at all. That's disgusting. Another building tip is you can click the bulldoze button here if you want to get rid of everything on your plot. Click continue, type in your name, and boom, it will sell everything on your plot. And if you want to just sell a couple things, you can go ahead and select what you want to delete here. Really nice. I use this a lot for my plots. Another tip is to press the space bar, and it'll take you to an aerial view of whatever you're building on. So that's always nice. I actually didn't know that. Some of the building shortcuts that I use a lot now that I know about them is F. F is paint. You can, paint whatever you want now because it's the F key. I'm not even pressing anything. I'm not clicking down here. I'm just pressing F. G key is the delete key. C is copy. Copy is really nice. You can just copy whatever thing that is. So let's say I don't want to have to go all the way into walls. If I'm in decorations, I just click C, and boom, I'm already on walls and ready to place. And what's really good about this, if I can actually just go ahead and paint one, not even have it copied. As see, I can click here. Well, this copied actually. But the point is, I can just click here and click copy, and it should, yep, there it already has the paint on there. So that's really nice to do if you're gonna build like a whole house and you already know what colors you're gonna pick. Just do that, and it's really useful. You can use E and Q to do a slow pan with your keyboard. It's really nice, better than just using your mouse buttons. So that's pretty nice. You can use I and O to zoom in and out. So if you want to see something from the first person view, just click I. If you want to see something really far out, you can click O, sorry. So that's really nice keybinds, and I use them a lot when I'm building. Oh, and one thing else, this person's is a bad example of a house. This house, ugly, okay? I hate to say it, whoever this is, but they didn't paint their house. They added curtains on the small windows, which you don't want to do. And I don't think there's any lighting, and there's no paint. I do like how they added some, different blockiness to it. But yeah, don't do that. Next tip is don't let things clip through the walls. Always check, because that can get really annoying. Don't overlight an area. This would be uncomfortable to be in, especially a bedroom. So light to your, whatever you're building in, light it to that room. Rooms aren't this bright. Rooms don't have this kind of color lighting. So just keep that in mind when you're building. And the last tip I have for you guys today is even out your windows. Take your time on your windows. If I'm going to have one there, you can have one here. If you don't want the one there, you put it on this side. Just keep it even. You know how annoying that would be in real life if one of your windows was over there and then one would be over there? You don't want that to happen. So space out your windows, put them evenly, and yes, you can paint them. So that's all the building tips I have for today, guys. If this did help you, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. We're so close to 2,100 subs. So thanks for watching. See you guys later. Goodbye.